So I just started producing music in the lo-fi genre, and I needed to find different plugins that will really bring that lo-fi sound. And I found the RC-20. I've been using it for a couple days now, and I have used it in all of the tracks that I've made in the past like 3 days. And I think it is perfect for any producer who wants to start making lo-fi beats. And I'm gonna show it to you. So we have Ableton Live open and RC-20 Retro Color. This is what it looks like. And as soon as you open it up, just look at all the colors. If we just make a simple riff on the piano, which, by the way, is also made by XLN Audio, the same people who made the RC-20. Okay, so let's record a simple piano thing. So this is what it sounds without the RC-20. Just your typical piano, you know, nothing special. This is with it. It adds that noise in the background. It also adds a little bit of wobble, you know, those little subtle things that you hear in lo-fi. Now, let's take a step into the plugin itself. Let's just turn everything off and see what each thing does. First is the noise. You know, it's that background noise that you hear. So it doesn't really change anything to the sound itself, it just adds noise to it. I am still learning this plugin, so I don't exactly know what these specific things do, but I do hear that when nothing is playing, the noise goes away. So let me see how these knobs work. So I guess this one's like impact of the noise itself when the piano comes in. So this is kind of more of a constant right here. But if you bring it down, you can bring the volume down of it and the length in which it plays for. You get a bunch of presets for different sounds here. So VHS machine. Sounds like that. Let's move on to wobble. This is that weird kind of up and down effect that you can put on your instruments. Yeah, you hear it straight away pretty much. That's pretty cool how you can add stereo so it's not both the same. It's kind of like up and down. You can change the rate of each thing, I guess. What's wow? Oh, okay. Whoa. Yeah, so wobble's pretty cool, pretty basic. And then distort. Haven't messed around with this one too much, just because I really don't know where I would ever use it, but I mean, I'm sure I will find a place to use it. So I'm not sure where you would use that, but I'm sure there's a proper way of using that, and I'm just not using it the proper way. But you can bring down the mix, so dry and wet. So that's distortion. And then you got digital. I guess this adds kind of like a 8-bit kind of vibe to things. A little bit too much. And then once again you have the cut filter here. Some more. We got rate and bits. And then space. We got space. This one is basically just a reverb, but it sounds pretty nice. We add a little bit more. And then you can focus the reverb to one spot on the EQ. And then you got pre-delay, so the amount of time it takes to, you know, bring in the reverb. Get some interesting sounds with that. And then you got magnetic, which is an interesting sound. I guess it just raises and lowers the volume, which could be interesting in some use cases. Then you got flutter, which kind of adds, ooh, that's pretty cool. That could be used in something. So there's lots of different things you can do with this. There's also a whole filter down here that you can use. And then you got width for stereo. Altogether, you can make sounds like really interesting with this. You can kind of just play around with everything and pretty much make different instruments. I mean, that doesn't even sound like a piano at all. Maybe add some low end to that. Maybe. Every song that you hear from me right now, that plugin is used pretty much. If you want to get this plugin yourself, the link is down below. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just really like their plugin. So if you guys want this plugin, down below. And if you guys are already using this plugin and have some tips for me, please leave them in the comments below, because like I said, I'm just starting out with the whole lo-fi game and pretty much doing this professionally. So if you guys got any tips, leave them down below. And I thank you for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.